This is going to be another look at some quarterback play in the NFL. Typically, what I've been doing with this is covering Lamar Jackson and in one video, Tyler Huntley, and looking at some pass concepts and the way the Ravens throw the football, the way the quarterbacks read things. This one's going to kind of move away from that just for one video. This is going to be Mike White against the Cincinnati Bengals, and I think week 8. This is after the Bengals have gone in and really put it on the Ravens like 41-17 in week 7 in Baltimore. And then the next 2 weeks, they kind of, drop stinkers, give up 34 points and 41 in ensuing weeks and losses at the Jets and then to the Browns. Mike White really attacked the Bengals in an unusual way in terms of how they had been attacked so far this season in 2021. A lot of short passes, guys, flashing in zones. You can see what you got here. Ignore this guy here for a moment. You've got a slot receiver, which is Jameson Crowder running it in. The outside receiver, which I think is Keelan Cole, also running it in. And then the running back running out into the flat. So you've got that triangulated relationship that quarterbacks are typically asked to read on 3-step drop or even 5-step drop pass plays. And you can see how it works out. Bengals are playing a version of cover 2 down here in the goal line. The Mike linebacker, or the only linebacker in the game, actually number 55, who's a pretty good player, much better guy against the pass than he gets credit for, than people like PFF give him credit for, is getting some depth, opening to the side where Jamison Crowder's lined up to carry someone vertically. Anyway, short pass. So we're going to focus on 2 passes here. This is going to be one of them. This is going to be to Keelan Cole, who I believe is not with the Jets anymore. I think he's going to be with the Raiders in 2022. And this is a beautiful pass by Mike White. Initially ruled a touchdown, and then reversed. I think it's a fade, a back shoulder fade. And, it's a beautiful throw. I'm going to pause it here in a moment so you can see. I thought it looked like a catch. I still think it looks like a catch. But it was overruled, I guess, in New York. Well, they were playing in New York. And, he had to throw another touchdown 2 plays later to Braxton Berrios. You'll get a better view of it here from the end zone angle. He knows where he's going with this football. He doesn't, dilly-dally, doesn't wait around, and then throws it out here. Perfect throw. I just can't imagine that you could walk out there and put the ball in a better place. I guess maybe another foot towards the sideline, you could say, to get it away from the defender. But look, he's fully extension to reach this football. I mean, could it be out here? Maybe, I don't know. I just think it's an amazing throw. Mike White taking advantage of the opportunity that he was given that week. Of course, he's not going to be the starter. Who knows if he'll even be second string in 2022. So that touchdown pass is overturned, and then they come back with a slant flat concept on the backside of trips, and they complete the pass to I think it's Michael Carter, running back. They've got a bunch of good running backs there. I mean, Ty Johnson, a good running back from Maryland, out in Western Maryland, Fort Hill High School, if you're unfamiliar. Carter's a good running back. They drafted a good running back, I believe. They've got a lot of talent on offensively there. They're attacking the inside linebacker on this play. They think they've got man. So he's running out into the flats. That's a bad angle, sorry. He's running out into the flats, and this linebacker's chasing. And then fitting in behind that will be the slant or the curl by the number 1 receiver, the X backside. You can see him flash into the screen. Mike White, again, getting rid of the football quick, throwing underneath. The Bengals have a tendency to play a lot of soft quarters coverage, and this case here is not quarters. This is almost a version of what the Dolphins did to the Ravens in Miami, I think in week 9 or 10. You got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. I call it sticks. Other people call it blitz 0, cover 0, whatever you want to call it. It's not a true cover 0 because these guys are all at depth, all generally with their heels on the goal line or close to it. And they generally are just going to be reading the quarterback, looking for where he's looking first. And the problem is they don't really blitz enough guys to justify that type of technique. And Braxton Berrios down here in the slot is going to beat his guy man-to-man on the outcut. A great throw. As good, actually better, I should say, than the throw to Keelan Cole. They're switching it, and so you can see number 1 receiver, which is the running back, Carter, is running the in. Berrios was the inside receiver, so he's running, the out towards the sideline. And you can see this safety, which I believe is Jesse Bates. He wants to switch it. And then he realizes that, the slot defender is not switching it, so he gets out of the way. A great throw. 2 great throws, right? Both of them quick, all of them quick that I've shown you here. This was a drive that the Jets closed to 17-14. The Bengals had a 17-7 lead at one point in the first half, and they also had a 31-20 lead at some point in the second half. And in both occasions, the Jets were able to overcome it. This was a drive that culminated. I think this touchdown pass was like 20 seconds left in the half. Beautiful job by Berrios, who is returning to the Jets. I think he had like 46, 48 catches last year. His career trajectory seems to be increasing. Um, Mike White was 5 of 6 passing on this drive. Generally, all of them short passes, three-step concepts, or screens. They screened the Bengals to death. I believe I remember them running 4 screens successfully and 1 unsuccessfully. Mike White had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, however. Now, does that mean that's the way to beat the Bengals defense is to just throw underneath stuff and throw screens? No, you've got to be able to threaten them deep at some point. Too good of a defense, too many smart guys for you to beat them on the same concepts consistently. But in this case, Mike White and the Jets were able to take advantage of them, at least on that one drive, close to 17-14, and eventually win the game in the second half. Let me know what you think of this series that I'm doing. Trying to get these under 5 minutes. This one looks like it's a little longer than 6 minutes. I thought Mike White's performance last year, is something that he'll be able to take with him forever, even if he never starts or gets, considerable playing time again in the NFL. He threw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns one time against the Cincinnati Bengals in the same season that they made the Super Bowl. Pretty incredible career achievement if that is the crowning jewel of your career. Let me know what you guys think of some of the points I've made here. I didn't necessarily do a complete film study. I just talked about some of the things and some of the elements that the Jets did to attack the Bengals and kind of broke down 2 plays in general. Appreciate you guys' time. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content.